Let's be honest, if you're a homeowner, the idea of getting a new roof is, well, it's terrifying. It's this massive, super expensive project, and it can feel like you're just rolling the dice. So today, we're going to talk about how to take the guesswork out of it and turn that gamble into a sure thing. It really does, right? You're about to spend a ton of money, but how do you really know who to trust? You listen to a few sales pitches, look at some nice pictures, and then you just hope for the best. It's a really stressful spot to be in, and trust me, you are not alone in feeling that way. And this quote right here, this is the absolute heart of the problem. By the time you figure out you hired the wrong crew, it's way too late. The shingles are on, the check is cashed, and now you're the one left holding the bag, dealing with leaks and problems. The stakes are just way too high to be guessing. So let's just call it what it is, the contractor gamble. But you know what? Today we're going to solve this. We're going to take the gamble completely out of the equation. Here's why it feels like such a roll of the dice. The gap between a truly great professional roofing company and a not-so-great one is gigantic. I mean, one gives you peace of mind for decades, and the other just gives you headaches and a lighter wallet. So, this is the big question, isn't it? What if you didn't have to rely on a slick salesperson or just a gut feeling? What if there was a way to use actual, objective facts to basically see into the future and know exactly what you're going to get? Well, guess what? There is. And that brings us to the core idea for this whole thing: measure what matters. It's all about shifting from guessing and hoping to knowing. And we're going to do it by focusing on cold, hard data. The secret weapon here is something called performance metrics. Now, that might sound a little fancy, but the concept is so simple. Instead of just listening to what contractors say, we're going to look at what their numbers prove. This is the data that shows how they really, truly operate every single day. Now, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got all the vague promises we've all heard a million times, right? We're the best. Trust us. It's all fluff. But on the right, you have the objective truth: 97% customer satisfaction. Now, which side would you rather bet your hard-earned money on? It's a total game changer. So here's the main takeaway, the one thing to remember. Promises? That's just marketing. Numbers? That's reality. A really good contractor isn't afraid of their numbers. In fact, they should be shouting them from the rooftops. This one idea is going to be your most powerful tool. Okay, so what numbers should you actually be looking for? I know, it can seem like a lot, but to keep it from getting overwhelming, we can group all the important stuff into 3 really simple categories. Let's call them the 3 pillars of performance. Thinking about it this way makes everything so much more manageable. Instead of some long, random checklist that you're going to forget, you just have to remember these 3 main areas to ask about for any contractor you're thinking of hiring. Okay, pillar number 1, project quality. This is pretty straightforward. It's all about the roof itself, the final product. You want to ask them things like, what are your actual workmanship standards? How often do you hit your completion dates? Accounting for weather. How do you guarantee the quality of the materials you use? It's all about the thing they're built. Pillar 2 is all about business professionalism. This is about how they run their company. Are they a well-oiled machine or a total mess? So you ask, how do you handle communication? How accurate are your final costs compared to your first estimate? And this is a big one. What is your safety record? A professional company is a predictable, safe company. And our third and final pillar, the customer experience. Honestly, this one is all about how they treat you. So what is their customer satisfaction score really? If I have a warranty claim, how fast do you guys respond? And how thorough is your cleanup? These numbers show you if they actually care about you after they've cashed your final check. All right, now we get to the really good part. We've talked about what to measure, so let's put some actual numbers on the board. Think of this as your final scorecard for judging any roofer that comes to your door. Right, because it's not enough to just ask for the numbers. You've got to know what a good number even looks like. So let's look at some real, clear benchmarks that separate the truly great contractors from everyone else. Let's start with the big one, customer satisfaction. You want to see a number that's 90% or higher, period. Anything less than that, or worse, if they say they don't even track it, whoa, that's a huge red flag. Next up is cost accuracy. This one's a biggie because nobody likes a surprise bill. A true pro's final invoice should be less than 10% over their initial estimate, unless something totally crazy and unexpected happened. A bigger difference than that usually means one of two things. They're either really bad at estimating or they're giving you a lowball bid just to get the job. And take a look at this table. This is so critical for understanding their service. A quality contractor, they should get back to your first phone call in under 24 hours. If there's a problem with your warranty down the line, they should respond in under 48 hours and have the actual repair done in 2 to 4 weeks. These timelines show that they actually respect you and your time. So what does this all boil down to? It's really just a simple 3-step action plan. Number 1, ask for their numbers. Just ask. Be bold. Number 2, verify their reputation. Check online reviews, talk to referrals, see if the real-world stories match the data they gave you. And number 3, and this is the most important, trust the data, not the sales pitch. And really, that's the final question that tells you everything. The best contractors are proud of their work, and they have the numbers to prove it. A contractor who can't or won't share their metrics is telling you everything you need to know without saying a word. The question isn't just about what their numbers are. It's whether they're professional enough to have a scorecard in the first place. And now, you know exactly how to find out.